Where did your journey of homeopathy begin? Like, can you take us back to your early days in homeopathy and what initially drew you towards homeopathy and how did your thinking evolve over time?
Yes, okay. Well, actually, I was first exposed to homeopathy back in my early 20s, and it helped me with a couple of acute situations, an acute Achilles tendonitis and some acne, and but I really lost sight of that as I got into conventional medical training, and I was fortunate to work in a number of different areas and taught clinical medicine. But what that allowed me to do was to see the general approach that was used throughout conventional medicine, whether you're in a medical setting or a surgical setting. And so it's a fairly simple progression of how they assess a problem. It wasn't until one of my best students uh, casually told me that she used homeopathic remedies for her kids that I was like, well, do those really work? And I kind of knew the answer, but she just shrugged her shoulders and said, of course. And so that opened me up to looking back at homeopathy, and I started reading the philosophy, and I was really shocked in a sense to realize I had no guiding philosophy to what I was doing except to make symptoms go away. And when I saw that there was a broader dynamic that homeopathy was describing and correctly critiquing what I was doing in conventional medicine, then I became even more intrigued and just was more a question of, well, they can correctly critique what I'm doing, but do their remedies work? And then, of course, gradually I was introduced to the more simple acute remedies and gradually that grew and I enrolled in school, started way back from the beginning, trying to remember what arnica was. Is that the one for bruises? And so that was the early days. I did notice early on when I was in class that I, I didn't realize that the mineral kingdom or the periodic table was coming more easily for me. I didn't really feel any, big aha moment with the periodic table. It just was made intuitive sense how it was laid out.